Hello dears, good morning all. In the last class we studied about the important trade routes of medieval period and the development of different trading centers. That means development of different cities in different parts of the world. Okay, and do you know which were the important trading centers or the trading routes? Yes, which are they? Silk route and spice route. Okay, and we discussed some important areas that trading centers were emerged. Can you say which were the important sites? First one, okay, near the houses of nobles, or we can say near the houses of rulers. Then other important site, okay, the centers of production or the centers of marketing area. Okay, then one more place where the trades centers or the cities emerged. Which was that place? Yes, near church and monastery. Okay, then today we are going to study some more details about the medieval cities. Okay. You know that the trade through rivers that helped the development of trade in the medieval period, because the development of technology that created some positive situations for creating chances the trade through rivers. So it helped the exchange of more products from different parts of the world. Okay, so because of this, so many trading centers or so many cities developed on the river banks. So remember, when the trade through cities became more easy, it paved the way for the development of more trading cities or more cities, or especially on the river bank. Okay, then other important reason, you know that during this period, the number of people increased or population increased. Then the rulers were ready to give all support for the traders. So because of these three reasons, the trades developed. So in the last class you studied some other reasons for the development of trade. For the development of cities. So today you are going to study other three important reasons that helped the development of cities. Which are they? First one, we can say the trade facility through rivers. Okay, the trading facilities through rivers. Then another important reason that helped for the development of cities in the medieval period was the support from the rulers. Support from the rulers. Clear? Then third point, what was that? Yes, increase in the population. Okay, increase in the population. So please note this point. Which were the factors that helped the development of cities in the medieval period? First one, the trade or the chances for the development of trade through rivers. The next one, the support of the rulers. That means the rulers give full support to make products in the marketing center itself. So the traders, they need not carry their products from faraway places, because now they can easily produce their products in the market itself. So most of the traders, they settled in that particular areas. So it helped the development of or emergence of cities. Clear? Then third point, the number of people increased. So it also paved the way for the development of cities. So please note these points. Okay. Now you know that in different parts of the world, especially in European cities, so many European areas, so many cities developed near different river banks. So now we are going to study which were that famous cities and which were that famous rivers. Okay, so let us say working test work. So all of you open your textbook, page number 24, page number 26. You can see two boxes here. There you can see cities and rivers. So cities name only there, rivers name is not given there. Okay, so now I am going to say that please complete that box in your textbook. So first city, London. First city, London. Okay, so London developed in the river banks of Thames. So please write Thames. Clear? Then another important city, Paris. Another important city, Paris. Paris flourished near the river banks of Seine. Clear? The next city, wrong. In your textbook you can see the third city, that is wrong. It developed in the river banks of Tiber. Tiber. So please note, London, Thames, then Paris, Seine, and Rome, Tiber. Clear? Then one more city, that is Vienna. It developed near the river banks of river Danube. River Danube. Clear? So these were the important medieval cities. They flourished on the river banks of different rivers. Once again, London, river Thames, then Paris, river Seine, then Rome, river Tiber, and Vienna, river Danube. Clear? Okay. Now we are going to study what are the important features of these cities. You know that in modern cities, when we compare to our present city to the medieval cities, totally different. Okay, so in modern cities there were so many facilities, and people, they are living in high comfortable and with modern techniques they use, and their standard of living is very high. But when we compare to the medieval period, you can see a complete change or a total difference from our present cities and the medieval cities. So we are going to study what are the important features of medieval cities. Okay, so the first important feature of the cities were, first of all, we can study about the roads. The roads were so narrow one. The roads were so narrow one. You know that the important feature of a city, if somebody asks what is the important feature of city, the first feature comes in our mind is about the transporting facilities. Okay, that means the road system. So in the medieval cities, the roads were so narrow and it was not healthy one, or we can say non-hygienic one. Okay, so narrow one and not healthy, or we can say unhygienic one. Okay, then another important feature of the medieval cities, you know that in cities you can see a number of houses. Okay, and during this period also there were a number of houses, and most of the houses were constructed by using wood. Okay, you can see that today we are constructing houses by using either hollow bricks or stones, etc. But in the medieval cities, most of the houses were constructed by using wood. And in present situations, we can see that our roof is either concrete roof or tiles roof, etc. But during this medieval period, the roofs were constructed by using hay. You know what's the meaning of hay? In Malayalam, we say vaikol. Okay, so the roofs were thatched. Thatched in Malayalam means meyuga, by using hay. Okay, so the roofs were constructed by using hay. So because of this, that means the houses were constructed by using wood and the roofs were constructed by using hay. So because of this, there was a great chance for the outbreaking of fire. Clear? So that was another important feature, outbreaking of fire. That means at any time they can expect the attack of fire. If there is any single spark, it may create a serious problem for the people who live in the medieval city. Clear? So first important feature, most of the roads were narrow one and they were not healthy, or we can say unhygienic one. Then another important feature, they constructed the houses by using wood, and they constructed or they thatched the roof of their houses by using hay. And under one, there was a great chance for the outbreaking of fire. Okay. Then next one, the people who live here were, most of the people, they were very poor. Very poor one. So because of that, they depended for food and fodder for the village people. Clear? So they depended the village people for their food and fodder because their living conditions were so pathetic one, they were so poor people. Okay, so these are the important features of the medieval cities. Then you know that the population, we can take the important population belong to the medieval cities for crafts people, or we can say craftsmen. Then another one, artisans. Okay, and some other people also, they belong to the medieval cities. So these are important features of medieval city. Okay, now you study the important features of the cities in the Western Europe. Okay, now we are going to study what are the important features of the Eastern cities. So I am going to write here Eastern cities. Eastern cities. In your earlier classes, you studied the important Eastern centers. That means in different dynasties in the central part or the medieval part you studied, the different famous cities. Can you name any of them? First important city was Baghdad. First important city was Baghdad. Okay, the medieval period, or we can say the eastern cities, among them the most important one was Baghdad. You know what's the importance of Baghdad? Yes, it was the capital of which dynasty? Abbasid dynasty. Okay, Abbasid dynasty. Okay, the important city was Baghdad and it was the capital of Abbasid dynasty. Then another important city in the eastern part was, you know, that Constantinople. Constantinople. Do you know what is the other name? Yes, what was that? Istanbul. Okay, so we can say Istanbul. So Constantinople or Istanbul was another important city. So first one Baghdad, you know, it was the capital of Abbasid dynasty, and historians they noticed that the markets of markets of Baghdad, they were flooded with rare artisans or rare equipments from different parts of the world. Okay, that means when somebody go to buy their products from the cities or markets of Baghdad, that people can see the rare items of different products from different parts of the world. So such an important trading center was Baghdad. Okay, then Constantinople you have already studied. It was the main center of trade, and that was another important feature. That means it was a connecting place from east and west trade. Clear? So Constantinople was another important center. Then another one, you know, that our Calicut. Okay, so from your lower classes you studied what was the importance of Calicut, because Calicut, you know that from the earlier times, so many ships from different parts of the world came and anchored in Calicut. So we can say Calicut was also an important trading center. Then you can see so many examples in your textbook of different trading cities in the medieval period, eastern trading cities. So which were they? Yes, first one, okay, very good, Basra. Then another one, yes, Damascus. Damascus. Then next one, yes, Muscat. Then next one, yes, Surat. So these are other important eastern cities during the medieval period. Okay. So these are the important points related to the eastern cities. Once again, I am going to conclude here. The important eastern city was Baghdad. It was the capital of which dynasty? Abbasid dynasty. Then another important trading center was Istanbul. You know that Constantinople. Then third one, Calicut. Then next one, so many other trading cities during this period was first one Basra, then Damascus, then Muscat, Surat, etc. Okay, so now you studied the famous European cities and the important situations paved the way for the development of such cities, and the features of cities during that period, etc. Okay, so let me conclude here. Thank you.